Full construction zone here today. We've got the boys in the backyard started the framing on the garage. We got another company putting a new roof on our house. We just had this all seeded, built up. This was actually this tapered down, so built up and seeded. It's coming in good. But yeah, it's a busy little place. There's workers all over the place, and I think some of them just taking a bit of a lunch break. But yeah, nice to finally get going with the shop and get the roof on the house, and yeah, it's awesome. So this is what I come home from work to. This dude's literally started at 7 o'clock this morning. So basically all the walls are up. Obviously they got to put the header and stuff like that in, but they've got all the walls standing and sheeted, well, mostly sheeted. It's just mind-blowing to me. And then I'm just looking around here, like this is quality workmanship. You know, I'm so lucky to have such great contractors. Like I'm looking at the material sitting here, you know, they've got it propped up. That's me. Actually, I was laying out you know, my benches and stuff, and I was just trying to get a picture, so I made that mess. That wasn't mine. But then, you know, the header boards here, but look at the way the lumber's, you know, set up. Everything is neat as a pin. Even that, you know, they walked around and picked up their scraps and put them in a garbage bin here. Like these guys are so tidy. Incredible. I don't know if the video picks it up, but when you stand in it, it's only 12-foot ceiling, but it really has a grand feel how high it is. So I'm gonna walk around here, around the back, and just so that's gonna be that's the door opening, obviously, and then the two windows over here. But I just got a sense when I was back here, and I was like, you know, it's how tall it is. And then this is where the stairs are gonna go up. And then imagine the big, you know, I don't know what the pitch is, but I mean, there's my office and everything still gotta go upstairs yet. So, man, I'm just so excited. Waited a long time for this. I was doing some layout too, just to see, I laid that board there. So the way I measured on a trailer, we could put up to a 40-foot V-bottom in this shop if we come in on a bit of an angle. So the way I see it, we could put, like, say the Tough 34 here and still have a River Rocket or an Allison or something here. So I'm super stoked about that's gonna fit. It's gonna be a little tight at that end, but there's room. Even, you know, I left room for the outdrive and that sort of thing. And then, like I say, the hoist is gonna go right here, so there can be, you know, project up on the hoist, one underneath it, and a fairly large one in here. But even, like, say anything like a 28 Tough, or a tunnel, a cat, or anything will fit, you know, straight in here, no problem at all. I'm just thinking when you start sort of in that, you know, 34 plus feet, might have to go in a bit of an angle when you factor in the, you know, the tongue and the outdrive. But anything that I'm going to be working on, like I say, I could very easily put two 28 Toughs side by side, and then still have lots of room. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And I know this, I kind of repeat myself, but I'm just a bit excited. So if you know, this is going to be the front window that'll look out, and then my desk for now will sit there until I get the office done upstairs. And I'm probably going to put like a cabinet or something right here to put my code in. And then I decided I'm going to have steel workbench tear down one here, parts washer tank here, assembly one here. So if we're doing some motors or power heads or something like that, nice clean area. Then it's going to go my toolbox below the window here, and some other benches and stuff kind of along here. And I've got some tall cabinets that'll go along. So this wall is going to be occupied right from the man door back wall. I want to leave clean. I'm going to put a little bit of like I want to leave room to be able to put a long boat in here, but along the back wall, I'm going to have like an area, like I'll call it like a bit of a mess area. So 2 bench grinders, my TIG welder, and that sort of stuff, with some exhaust system to pull any of that out. And then along this wall, I want to keep it pretty clean, but I want to have 3 of those like 3-tiered commercial shelves. So for if we have 3 projects here, each project has its own shelf. And then on the wall too, I've invested from Uline in a bunch of crash wrap, like a protective plastic to put on boats, rolls of cardboard that will unroll to cover the floor. So they're going to be all hang on the wall right here. So every project that comes in here is going to be 100% protected. So I'm stoked, man. I'm so excited. They just left for the day, but look how they leave the job site. Like, they got like all the lumber, the scraps are gathered. There's nothing laying around here other than sawdust, which they can't help. All the lumber they put inside the shop, they got sitting up on 2x4s, you know. The sheeting is covered. That's the man door over there is covered. Every day that I come home at night, this job site is impeccable. So cool. Okay guys, so day 3 of these guys framing the new shop, and man, I'm blown away with how much they've got done. I say day 3, I mean the first day they were here and they had all 4 walls up, and then they kind of came in and put 2 half days in because they're also building a really big house, so they're kind of balancing back and forth. And we've got a day delay here right now while we wait for the trusses. They're supposed to show up here today, and then apparently the guys are going to come tomorrow morning and start to pre-assemble the trusses on the ground, I guess is how they do it. And then the cranes come in the first of the week and they'll get them on. So I'm going to say today is Thursday. I would venture to say that a week from today we're all closed in. So anyways, let me turn around and show you what we've got. Okay, so since we last were here, everything's tie-parred and sheeted. You'll see up the sides they have not, and there's a reason, I guess, because when the trusses go on they need that access, so then they do that final sheeting later. But they framed in the garage door here. They got the windows in, just nothing fancy, just a nice basic sliding window. 2 more over here. And yeah, but again, look at the workmanship, like the way this door is framed in, and the you know, the big, I don't know what those are called, but the load bearing beams, and just the neatness of the vapor barrier and the flush. Like these guys are craftsmen, man. I'll tell you, this is impeccable work as far as I'm concerned. And like I say, even their job site they leave every night, you know, it's stuff's covered up. That's some more sheeting. The man door is over there. You know, they pick up all their scraps every night and they put them in a bucket like I've showed before. But yeah, man, super stoked. Let's say, you know, like I say, in a week from now we'll be closed in, and then we can start getting the electrical run, insulation, get the steel inside, and man, we're going to be working in here in no time. Morning guys, it's 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. on big day here today. The boys are coming in to mount the trusses, or hang the trusses today. They got a crane coming in and a full crew, so I'll kind of just show you how they have prepared for that. So they were here the other day and they built up, I think they called these the gables. I guess they're the first kind of row of trusses, the front and the rear. And they just kind of pre-assembled them on the ground. Did an awesome job. And then they will set those up in place with the crane, I guess, and then it just makes the rest of it go a lot smoother. I think the boys are just rolling in right now. I heard them. So they've got their, I guess they're bracing up there and scaffolding in place. So pretty exciting. One of the guys here working on the site is going to do a little time lapse. So here we go. So I left for work this morning at 8 o'clock. Sorry, 20 after 7. The crane showed up at 8 o'clock. It's 10:30 now and they've got the trusses already on. It's unbelievable. All right, so pretty exciting. We've got, let me tip it up. Framework and building is all done. Shingles are done. Hard to show. Man, it looks great. I'm going to take you in and sort of walk you around and show you. Here, there's no lights yet, but I think electrical is going to maybe get going next week. And then we get insulation and steel. And yeah, so let me sort of turn the camera around and show you the quote unquote finished frame product. I guess obviously no siding and stuff, but I mean, the building is essentially done, ready for the door, ready for electrical, ready for insulation. So here we go. All right, so this is the new drag boat garage. So got our man door in here, and the windows that say down this side. This is going to be my bench space here. And then we're putting it upstairs in, but they put the floor for the upstairs in, I guess, for the insulation guys. But I'll sort of take you up there and kind of show you. It looks really good. They haven't cut the door in the end or the window yet, but the floor is in. So, but man, I just can't speak enough about the quality of the craftsmanship of these guys. Like, their work is so good, so clean. Yeah, man, I'm super stoked. No windows on this side because it's just all forest over there. There's not much to see. Same with the back, but I'm gonna climb up this little scaffolding here and try and give you a little bit of a shot from upstairs. So. Okay, so this is going to be my office space up here. It's like a big long bowling alley, a little bit dark. So you can see the rough-in for the door there. The stairs will be outside. And then obviously this will be sheeted and ceiling will drywall it all nice, but yeah. And then there's going to be a window that goes there. It didn't get put in the drawings and that's why it's not here, but we're obviously going to add it. And then my desk will sit right here. So this will be my office space. You know, it's 40 feet long. And then we'll put shelving down both sides where I'll just keep, you know, parts and that sort of thing. And, yeah, like I say, will be a door here to a landing and then downstairs. So pretty great use of space. I think it's almost 13 feet wide. It's 8 feet tall to the center there, and 6 feet at the top of the knee wall. So man, it's plenty of room. I think I'll put my desk there, probably end up with a couch or something here. I want to have like a little bit of a podcast studio, couch here, and, you know, maybe a TV on the wall over here or whatever. But, I'm not going to rush into finishing this. I just want to get it done downstairs, but this will sure be a nice space. Another nice feature Mike had drawn it into the drawings is this. I think they call this an eyebrow here, which I think it just breaks it up. Looks really nice. Like I say, there'll be a window there, but we can put some pot lights in across here. Same with down the eave. I think that adds a nice touch. But walk around the side here and say the man door is in, but yeah, man, just really nice, neat, tidy workmanship. Walk back here. Looks really good. I don't know if we can get a shot. I don't think I can get a shot of the ceilings, but or the roof, because it's so damn tall, but got Knox insulation and roofing had come in, and beautiful, nice job on the shingles. So man, yeah, I'm just super stoked, you know. So yeah, that pretty much closes up this video for the framing portion of it. So next step, probably next week, to get started on the electrical. I'm just kind of planning that out now. So we'll document that again as well. So the next step is electrical, insulation. Kyle loves business. Knox Insulation are going to come back and do the insulation. And then the steel inside, and everything's on track. Going to cross my fingers, but everything's on track to be ready to go. I already have the heat source. Everything is on track to be by 1st of December, maybe a couple weeks into December, to have it fully functional and working. Like I say, we're going to do the white steel inside, and I'm going to cross my fingers. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm sure hoping for the 1st of December where we're working on some boats in there. We got some really cool upcoming projects to share with you guys, and but we just gotta focus on getting this building done. You know, there's so much stuff. My little garage that I've worked out of for the last few years has a lot of building supplies for this in there, so it's really hard to get around out there. So I've been just trying to clean up some projects and stuff, but ultimately just want to get in here and get this thing wrapped up. There's a lot of landscape that needs to be done. The outside siding needs to be done, the stairs upstairs. But honestly, from right now, we're just shifting gears to completing the inside. Oh, the overhead door is ordered. It should be here in a week or so. Get the door hung. Just want to really shift gears to getting this building working inside, and then from there we'll carry on. I'm not going to leave it unfinished. It will get done, but that becomes a priority, and I get this coming back to do the softened fascia and the siding and all that sort of stuff. And then we're going to I think I've mentioned it in other videos, but you can see where the block is here. We're gonna brick that, because the front of our house is vinyl siding, but it's brick on the front, and we're gonna add brick there. So I think that'd just sort of be a nice touch. But anyways, man, you guys seem to be enjoying these videos. I get lots of feedback, you know, enjoying the shop build. So I'll try and post updates as I can. And yeah, thanks for chiming in as always, and we'll see you on the next one.